So in Garry's mod, there are a lot of very strange things, like this random camera above my head. But today we're going to talk about something even stranger than that. Like, why is there a giant disembodied brain torso flying through the map? Also, what's the deal with this very strange geometric shape? Well, all these things do have something in common. They're from a series known as Project Skybox, or you could also just call it Interloper, because the Interloper is kind of the main subject of this whole series. It's a creative work made by an awesome creator and a great storyteller about these strange urban legends circulating through Half-Life 2 that, well, it turns out they're not just urban legends, but deep, dark secrets that have yet to be discovered. This is all made by the creator and YouTuber named Anomade, and they have a whole set of videos detailing all the awesome stuff about this. So I've never heard of this creator until now, and I gotta say, after watching the first video in the series, I'm a big fan. I think it's really cool stuff. I love the mystery behind it, and it kind of reminds me of like creepypastas or SCPs even. Also, big thank you to Mr. Enderman22. Now, obviously, the Interloper doesn't really exist. Now in the video, he loads up Ravenholm, and well, he goes over here, and apparently there's a secret decal on the wall. But of course, in reality, there is no Interloper decal here, so there goes the mystery. But I still love it as a work of fiction, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these very, very strange entities. First up, we have a Chase, which is the creepy floating Dr. Breen torso. Now, not only does he float around, but if he runs into you, he'll kill you for some reason. Oh, and also you're gonna hear this constantly throughout your ears.
One who has acquired an almost messianic reputation in the minds of certain citizens now have direct.
And it's gonna be on repeat and repeat and repeat, and oh my god, is it almost hypnotizing. Now, he does kind of just float around in random intervals, he'll even phase through the map. Again, I haven't seen all the videos, so this probably has some relation to the series, but I can't even really grasp at what's going on here. Next up, we have Error, but spelled A-E-R-R-O-R, and it's an error logo that floats through the map, kind of like the Breen. And it periodically plays this very strange sound that you're hearing in the background right now. Again, I don't understand any of this, and once again, you will also die if you run into it. Next up, we have CGE7193. Now, this is the most SCP thing in this whole pack. It even has the same naming convention, but it's again a strange geometric object that we can interact with somewhat by clicking on it or, well, hitting it. It changes color briefly, but other than that, I don't really know what else this thing does. It's really bizarre. Like, I need to watch more of these videos. That was totally my fault, because there is some lore here that I am certainly not aware of. Now, what if you hit it with a fully automatic weapon? It gets pretty annoying. Next up, we have the Interloper Pawn, and it's Cheeple. Now, this is a real creepy mystery. What is Cheeple? Why does he only appear in certain aspects of Half-Life 2? I would love to do a video, like a deep dive in something like that, which I guess now that I think about it, I've already done that. I'll put that video in the top right corner, but Cheeple's awesome, and you're going to be hearing this when you sit next to him. Now, apparently he does attract the Interloper or the Umbrella Men, which we have those too, but as you'll find, it doesn't actually work. And last up, we have probably the most bizarre of all. We have the Office Head. And it's going to create, well, this error. And you can see how many times it's being created. Which I think is kind of bizarre considering the fact that there is a nav mesh on Construct. I mean, that's kind of why I do a lot of things on this map, because I know it works so well with a nav mesh. So maybe that's just a quirk of this add-on. But yeah, this happens. So I'm going to go ahead and black the screen there for a moment so that you guys don't have to deal with that seizure-inducing moment that just happened there. But he gets up in your face, plays this strange music, I can't move, and then I just put in chat right now, let me move this over real quick so you guys can see. I put in chat goodbye, but I didn't put that. If it hasn't dawned on you guys that this is a very strange and bizarre series, I don't know what else can but these entities. Now, of course, that's not really much to go on, so let's go on to the Interloper. This is the Interloper, the Umbrella Man, also known as just blacked out G-Man with an umbrella. Well, I guess not really G-Man, low poly G-Man if you will. Now this is a very creepy entity, because he does not care about physics. Kind of like SCP-106, he'll just phase through anything that he so desires. Now, when he does get up to you, well, can you guess what's gonna happen? Now, you might think you can save yourself with props, but he does not care what lies in front of him. And there's something just so creepy and ominous about a random figure slowly approaching you without animation. Now, you might think that that's lazy on the developer's part of this add-on, but this is actually how he moves. This is lore accurate. Now, sometimes you can hear some very strange sounds too, like I can't quite explain them. And they're very quiet, so you might not be able to hear it even if I crank the volume. But even if you have props in their way, he is going to launch them to astronomical heights. So nothing can really save you from this guy. Let's go ahead and see what he does with these. Ah yes, just as expected. I don't know what it is, but something about this guy just really makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the idea of him just quietly floating and I keep hearing sounds in the background. Okay, it's definitely making sounds. They're so quiet though, you'd think they're in your head. We also have the corrupted Umbrella Man, which looks absolutely terrifying. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn both of them in here, and just to prove what I was saying before, he's supposed to attract them, but they don't care. They only want to kill me. Oh, and also, it can fly, and I have NPCs disabled. It doesn't care. And there you have it. Definitely a bizarre entity pack, and a series that I need to dive deeper into to have a deeper understanding of what I just witnessed right now in this video. And hopefully you guys know more than I do, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Check out my other channel down below, and have a great day, my friends. Thanks for watching, and farewell.